So to run the dot, so you can go to the dot pad. So click dot pad. So here you can run your application. Okay. As I said, the Flutter starts with the void main. The dot is also start with void main. This function will execute automatically. Okay. If I want to print anything on the console, what do you have to do? So you have to type print and your message. So if I click run, and here I forgot to put a semicolon. So now you can see your message is displaying on the console. Okay. In case if you want to display any variable, so the variable, it can be a string or a numbers or a boolean, something like this. Okay. String means a name, it can be a string. Your age, it can be a number, or in case if it is a true or false, that can be a boolean. Okay. So now we have created a string called name, and the value for the name is a app making. So in case if you want to display this value inside the print, so you can just call the variable name. Okay. So if you run this, so here you can see we are displaying the value. So there are multiple ways to display the variable. So you can put directly the variable here, or if you put the double brace, and you can use the dollar symbol, and if you run, the same output. You can also add some concatenation here. So this moment what will happen, this string, it will automatically added to the string. So now you can see this is coming from the variable and this is coming from the print statement. So let's create a one more variable and see how to merge with that. So I have created a variable called integer, that is age. Okay, so if I want to print this, here what you have to do, so just put the dollar symbol and age. So run the symbol. So here you can see it is displaying here. In case if you want to do some calculation inside the print statement, what you have to do? So you have to wrap inside the curly brace, dollar symbol, curly brace. So here you can do the calculation. So if I run this, so it will do the calculation and it will display here. So here you can see it is displaying. So like this you can print the variable. So now we understand how to print the variable and how to print the integer or a double or a string inside the print statement. So next we have to understand if condition and else condition. Okay. So this is for a condition. If means we are checking some condition. Okay. If age is equal to 5, we are printing some statement, or if age is 18. Okay, what we are doing here, we are doing the comparison here. If the age is equal to 18 means you are allowed to watch, otherwise we are not allowed. Now our age is 3, which means we need to display you are not allowed. So let's see how the output is going to look. So here you can see your is not allowed. In case if the age is equal to 18, so here you can see you are allowed to watch. So here we can add multiple conditions. Okay, so right now we are checking is equal to true. If it is greater than 18, then we are allowed. So now what will happen? If it is equal to 18, it's not allowed. It should be greater than 18. So here you can see it is not allowed. So if you add greater than or equal to 18 means, so 18 and above, now it's allowed to. So now we understand the if and else condition. So next thing we have to understand what is list. List is nothing but, so here we have the like a one value, right? So list can hold multiple values. For example, so the names list, so it looks something like this. Okay, something like this. Okay, so the list of names, it shows something like this. So if you want to display the length of the list, like how many counts here, so you can use print names dot length. So now you can see we have 4 values inside it, so it's displaying 4. If I remove something here, so it's displaying 3. In case if you want to read this particular value, what do you have to do? So I'm just printing names of that particular index. Index is nothing but it starts with 0. This is 0, 1, 2. Okay, that is called index. So if you want to display the Raja means what do you have to do? Names of 1. Okay, 0, 1. Okay, now you can see that is displaying here. So in case if you want to display app means what you have to do? Instead of 1, you have to use 2. So now you can see the app is printing. So this is how you can calculate the length of the list, and this is how you can display the particular value. So next you have to think about the map. Map, it looks something like this. So to read the data from the map, what you have to do? So print, so user object of, this is the key and this is the value. Inside the map there will be a key and there will be a value. So for example, if you want to read the name of the user, what you have to do? User object of name. Okay, so if I print this, the value is displaying here. In case if you want to display the area, what you have to do? User object of area. Okay, now it is displaying the area. So for a list you have to use the index. For a map you have to use the key. Okay, also you can have the list something like this. Also the list can be something like this. Inside the list we can have the map. Okay, it can be anything. In case if you want to read this value, how you can read it? So first we need to call the questions. So to read the value we have to call the index, right? 0 1. So question of 1, and then we have to use the formula of reading map. So this option A. Okay, option A. So now it should return 1 as the value. So now you can see we are seeing the result. In case if you want to see this particular thing, what you have to do? Question of index. Index is 0 1 2. Question of 2, and then we have to use the answer. So if I click run, it should return 3. So now we have see the value of 3, right? So now we have some basics idea about the dot programming, like what is variable, how to write the if condition, and how to read the list, and how to read the map, and how to read those data. So this is more than enough for building our quiz application. So let's create our quiz application.